This man was about to be shot because of picking on a beautiful girl while she was taking a shower. As soon as the chief told the soldiers to start, they crazily began shooting. Unexpectedly, they all shot off. Not only shot off but also made a way for the prisoner to escape. He immediately climbed outside. Coincidentally, a new spy saw it. He was looking up a map to go to the German army headquarters. When coming to a checking station, he had to show his ID. He was scared, so he showed his spy card. Luckily, he quickly changed and didn't forget to put a few bills inside. A working day of the spy begins. He used the simplest device to steal confidential information. Then he went to the chief's office with an USB and stole the video from the computer. When the chief walked in his office, the spy jumped out of the window and ran away. The spy came home from work after the busy day, turned on the TV, watching his favorite beautiful girls. Sometimes he also learned how to dance from them. He had to be under pressure because his spy work was extremely dangerous. He went down to the basement, practicing his shooting techniques with a bunch of pretty girls. Then, in order to relax mentally and physically, he was both watching the weather forecast and making traditional crafts. This was the most ridiculous driver that I've ever seen. He immediately drank the whole bottle of wine. No matter the front was alcohol checking station. A fat guy has asked him to stop, but he didn't admit that he has been drinking. There were no machines to measure, just only checking manually. The fat guy drew a straight line. The spy used his both hands to cover his nose, easily completed that challenge. The fat man scratched his chin, drawing a meandering line on the ground, but the spy wasn't stressed out. He even gave the fat guy a present after that. Good. Let's just wait and see. The fat man held his hand and started running. Even the most difficult crossword jump didn't really challenge the spy. He knocked the fat man down to the ground. The fat man ran out of ways and decided to use the obstacle race, but the spy just passed it without any difficulties. After that, he also played the horizontal bar, parallel bar, all kinds of bars. That made the fat man give up. Had to let the spy go. He went into the forest and took out the potato that had been baked in the tree hole. Time to eat. He checked his watch. It was the right time. At that time, an airplane flew over him. His partner jumped down from the plane. Her face landed first because she didn't have a parachute. The spy wiped his mouth, about to go over there to remove the body. Unexpectedly, the partner wiggled her legs, then got up. She even finished changing clothes. Looking at her sexy body, the spy's eyelids started twitching. A group of soldiers came and surrounded both of them. Now a young man turned around from behind, announcing the war had begun. After a fierce fight, the Germans quickly lost the battle. They worked with each other pretty well, so they both had feelings with each other. They went to the rooftop, both contemplating a bomb war and enjoying a romantic dinner. After the cigarette, he walked into the house. Coincidentally saw the super weapon of the scientist who successfully researched. Another coincidence, this scientist hated Hitler to death, so he wanted to leave for another country. The spy immediately revealed himself, convincing him to come to Soviet Union. Unexpectedly, their conversation was heard by a coworker. To handle the traitor, they sent the strongest bald guy to assassinate. The spy knew that his enemy was extraordinary. He picked the bottle up and hit the bald guy on the head. However, the bald guy looked like he was okay, and asked the spy that, which came first, chicken or egg? The spy was thinking for a bit, then chose the chicken. After that, he turned around and picked up a stick on the wall, hit the bald guy on the head. As a result, he was still alive although the stick has broken. He asked, so which one came first, rooster or hen? The spy was forced to the end, pulled out the gun hidden under the sofa. Now the bald guy stood up. It was time for him to perform his real skill. The spy shot the bald guy with a gun. Nobody knew that he had such thick skin, so he was fine. Then he pulled the spy's legs and started spinning him, and then threw him away. The spy's head hit the sink. The spy picked up the foot washing water, directly threw it on the bald guy. Fortunately, the bald guy got killed by the water poison. The spy knew that his identity got revealed, guiding his teammate escape. According to the regulations, before leaving Germany, people must cross the border and obey the inspection. But because of the lovely money, the staff let them go. On the national border, the two countries were fighting extremely fiercely. Basically, they didn't have time to care about them. They passed the border easily. But during these days, they have been in love with each other, so they didn't submit any reports to the country. The leader thought that he was betrayed, so immediately sent a wanted warrant to arrest them. In an urgent time, they had to keep running away. Not long after, they got attacked by the soldiers. The spy's leg got injured. Luckily, the Soviet soldiers were all bad shooters. The spy got carried by his teammate. They ran away to a remote area, living a happy life with each other. This is a comedy with lots of nonsenses, some of which are also very funny. You can watch the original movie if you'd like to. See you next week.